the back seat.
Oh my God, why are they coming at me? Tuttle, is she okay? Is she okay?
You did hit 2 people.
I did not.
You did.
I didn't.
There's 2 people struck by your vehicle and both are dead.
I did not hit
Okay.
people. And the man was dead.
That's my understanding, yes.
And I knew it.
Looks like it.
I'm the one that killed the man that was walking.
These are the moments when drunk drivers realize they just killed someone in the most brutal way possible, starting with the suspect who seemed to think hitting a person was no different than hitting an animal. On May 22nd, 2022, at around 2 a.m., a woman later identified as Chhabria Harris was driving a Cadillac Escalade SUV on the I-74 pedestrian bridge connecting Moline, Illinois and Bettendorf, Iowa, when she veered onto the pedestrian path and struck 3 individuals. 2 of the victims tragically lost their lives, while the third sustained serious injuries. Harris was later located in East Moline, where she was seen exiting the damaged Cadillac Escalade, and what happened next was extremely shocking.
So I was talking to the officer. I just want to kind of verify just a few things. So that's your SUV then?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were coming from Davenport or?
No,
Okay.
right off that bridge, right there.
The new bridge over here from Bettendorf then, or?
Right there, I was coming to that.
Gotcha.
I was coming to that. Up under there? Yeah, I was coming to, yeah. I don't even know.
Where were you at before you were on the bridge? Were you in Davenport or Bettendorf?
John Deere. Rock Island? No. John Deere. Come through that. Ruffle.
Was anybody else in the car with you? Just you?
No.
Okay. Where were you coming from?
Right there.
I mean, well, where were you at though?
Where were you at?
Where were you at?
When you were coming. Mom, I went and got me something to drink over there. And I was coming through there.
Where did you get the drink at?
Didn't go.
Didn't go in
Moline.
on the border there? Or?
Yeah, no. Moline.
We don't have to get into Moline.
No, yes, we didn't go. Are you right there by my job? Wow. Didn't go Moline.
Okay.
Got a drink.
Okay.
No, I'm not feeling okay because I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
I mean, but your legs aren't hurting?
No.
Okay. You didn't hit your head on anything?
I might have, but right now I don't know.
Okay. So your neck feels okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Physically okay?
I'm fine.
Just a little confused?
I'm fine.
I got you. Okay. Just because of the accident, I'm going to run you through a few tests. Is that okay?
Okay, baby.
So just stand right here. I'm going to stand right here for me. Go ahead and begin for me.
Ready, baby?
Yep. Go ahead and begin for me.
Baby, but y'all see somebody back there.
Well, we're dealing with that. We're going to do this first, okay? Just
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nope.
I'm
so
sorry.
get back in starting position like I showed you.
Ready?
Yep, Miss Harris, get back to starting position like I showed you. And then go ahead and begin when you're ready.
Sorry.
Nope,
My
you're
legs
okay.
are big. Ready? I peed on myself.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Yep, go ahead and begin. Yep.
Girl, just
Keep your hands down by your side for me and count out loud.
oh my God. Ready? That way.
Okay, just do it like I showed you.
You didn't say how many.
I said 9, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't. Ready?
Yep, begin. No, you're just raising your foot, remember? Just raise one foot and then start counting out loud for me, okay? And if you put your foot down,
can't.
you can't do it?
I can't.
Okay. Then put your hands behind your back for me, okay? You've been placed in arrest for DUI, all right?
Harris is clearly intoxicated from the start, but for some reason, she tries to convince herself that she actually ran into an animal, not a human.
Did y'all see it was an animal though?
We can talk about that later too, okay?
Huh?
We'll talk about that here in a minute.
Oh my God. Can you tell me anything? Is she okay?
Like I said, we'll get down to the PD and we'll talk about some stuff.
Why was she in? I don't even know. Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God. It was an animal though, right?
Like I said, we'll talk about it when we get to the PD, okay?
Oh my God. Baby, you're scaring me. I'm sorry.
No, I understand. It's a lot going on.
I'm being taken to the Rock Island County Jail. Does that mean something's wrong with the person that was in front of me?
No, you're not being taken to jail right now, ma'am. We're going to the hospital first, okay?
But baby, all I'm saying is I don't know what messed up my truck. I know somebody was there.
Okay.
Please tell me something, please.
Like I said, once we get to the hospital, just so I'm not like yelling back and forth, we'll talk about it more, okay?
And then I'll be able to go to potty because I got to go to potty again.
Yep.
And I already peed on myself.
Yep. Once we get there, I'll let you go. That's fine.
I don't even know if something's wrong with me because I don't even care. I'm tripping about that I know it wasn't no raccoon. Why in handcuffs? That's procedure.
Well, no, because I placed you under arrest for the DUI.
A DUI?
The suspicion of DUI.
Oh, because I couldn't walk the line?
And then when I saw in your eyes and your breath,
I was just nervous because I ain't even had no drinks like that.
Harris was taken to the hospital to be treated for her injuries, but predictably, reality begins to set in and things quickly take a turn.
Give me my mom. It was no animal. It was no animal.
Chhabria, I don't know where your mom's at. Is your mom here?
My mom's supposed to be here, please. Please, just get my mom. Please, my mom. It was no animal.
All right, Chhabria. Hey, will you calm down for a second? Sal's going to read you something, okay?
I'll be completely honest with you. I can't sit here and tell you that I know what you're going through because I can't, right?
Where's my mom? I need my mom.
You're an adult. Okay, you're the same age as me, okay? So can you talk to us about last night? You know what day it is? It's Sunday right now.
Well, it was Saturday, so I went across to kick it with a couple of people because I never get to kick it with them because I work so much. I'm fixed it in my home, across the bridge. Yes, and I don't drive across the bridge, but I did tonight, and I went over there to kick it with a couple of people, which was across the bridge, and then I was coming back across, like I said, and I came back across the bridge, had got off the bridge, came all around on River Drive, and then that's when it happened. I thought it was an animal, so I hit the animal, but like I said, it was a hard hit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the I thought it was a deer, actually, and I'm an animal person, so I was like, you know what? And like I said, when I see my foot, because I closed my eyes, my seatbelt held me. Okay. So I knew it was something serious. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn. And I feel for animals. I love animals. Yeah. So I pulled over. That's when I called you guys.
Okay.
I called my mom. I was like, Mom, I think I hit a deer. I don't even know where the deer came from. She said, okay, baby, pull over. I called you guys. I called my son's dad. Mm-hmm. By the time you guys all start pulling up, that's when too many people start pulling up, and I can't remember nothing. And that's when I start panicking.
Mistaking two lives lost for hitting a deer says a lot about her state of mind. And would you believe it? She didn't even know the bridge had a walkway.
Baby, you're telling me there's a walkway on the bridge?
Yep. It's because you have the driving portion of the bridge here, and then right next to that, there's a smaller path that's just for people to walk across. It's new since they built the new bridge. You know what you're saying?
Baby, they're saying it happened on the bridge?
Yep.
No way.
Okay.
No way. I would have wrecked.
Sure.
Shows. That means the man is dead.
That's my understanding, yes.
And I did it.
Looks like it.
I'm the one that killed the man that was walking. He was walking on the bridge.
On the walk path, yeah.
I'm going to prison for something that I didn't do. Where are they at? Why are they making me sit like this? Shows they need to get them cameras, baby, because this did not happen on the bridge. Okay. Where's his friends at?
We're talking some other officers.
Okay, so they know what kind of vehicle actually struck him, right?
Correct.
But this is my thing.
Yeah.
They struck him on the bridge. How many hours did this happen before I struck him? What happened? Just come on, break it to me. I'm going away.
Are you aware that a kid died? So after we're done here, you're going to be arrested today, okay? And you're going to be charged with reckless homicide. You were driving a vehicle and you struck 3 people.
3?
One's dead, one's going to die, and the other one's critically injured. That part of the bridge that you were driving on, that's a sidewalk. That's not the bridge. Cars can't drive on there. So you were driving on, it's a pedestrian walkway. So where you drove...
Y'all got the cameras on that?
We do.
So where is this part at? So you're telling me I was driving on another side of the road where I wasn't supposed to be?
So the bridge, there's the Iowa bound, Illinois bound. Those are separated. There's a gap. They're separated by concrete, and they're also separated by water.
I was on there, and y'all seen it.
I have not seen it. But that's
no, they seen it.
Yeah, that's where the kids are at.
No, they seen it.
we're going to see it. It'll be on camera.
Okay, that's what I'm asking you. It's on camera?
Harris was charged with aggravated DUI, failure to stop, reckless driving, and reckless homicide. She later took a plea deal and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. It's hard to believe Harris mistook someone for a deer, but what happens when a drunk Karen's reckless night ends with life behind bars? On the night of April 26, 2022, cops were called to a bar parking lot after someone spotted a 6-week-old baby alone in a car. It turned out that the driver, later identified as Kendra, had consumed nearly 8 shots and an entire bottle of vodka. By the time officers arrived, she was already behind the wheel, and what followed was a dangerous pursuit that ended in a crash. It's not immediately clear if the baby survived, but what unfolded next made the case even more disturbing.
Kendra Perkins, right? Keep on 133, named up by Kendra Perkins. You step out. There's a kid in the car.
There's a child in the back of the vehicle.
And my kid, I was just going to my dad's.
Okay. How much you had to drink?
Only a couple of drinks.
Only a couple drinks?
I promise. I got
Are you
kicked
hurt?
out of my mom's today.
Are you hurt?
I got kicked out of my mom's.
Unlock the door.
I gave homeless man a ride today. Please don't take
How do you unlock the car, Kendra? We're worried about your kid right now.
unlock it.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? You okay? How you doing?
I'm not a drug addict anymore.
All right, put the phone down, okay? There's a kid in the back car. Kendra, you need to get off the phone. You need to get off
You
the phone.
guys won't find drugs.
We're not looking for drugs.
What are you looking for?
Okay, you need to get off the phone.
I'm at my dad's house and I'm getting pulled over. And I'm
You're not
scared.
pulled over, you wrecked your car.
I wrecked my car. Can you please come?
You'd expect a mother to rush her baby after something like this, yet Kendra barely glanced in the child's direction. But the worst is yet to come.
Step over here, Kendra. Just step over here.
Oh my god. Oh my god, where's my granddaughter?
She's in the back seat.
Oh my god.
All right, can you guys step over there?
You fucking kidding?
I understand.
You bitch your ass. Sit the f down.
Stop.
Why are you doing?
Can we get another unit?
Tuttle, why are they coming at me? Tuttle, is she okay? Is she okay? What?
Come on, stop.
Just stop.
Kendra, stop.
You need to stop. You need to sit down.
Come here, seriously, you're not telling me.
Stop.
Chill out. Damn you.
Kendra, stop.
It's okay. I can't do
It's okay. Just take a deep breath.
Hey,
I think so.
my granddaughter okay?
I believe so.
My EMS, okay?
Tell me, please. Give me.
Give us a second, please.
Oh, please.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe so.
My EMS, okay?
Tell me, please.
Kendra, put your hands back.
Kendra.
Get off of me!
Well, you're
You
back
need to
now.
stop.
Stop.
Wasn't she with you?
Okay.
No! She's by herself! Didn't she leave today? Didn't do something with you? Shut up! No! She told to leave. You need to sit down!
Down 133.
I said she was called someone! You guys make two times telephone.
Come over here. We're gonna figure this out.
If it continues to pass my...
Come on. We're not doing anything. We're getting your kid checked out. Can you guys do me a favor to stand off to the side? Can we figure this all out?
Can I see her? Can I see her?
Okay. Yeah, in a second. Okay.
Yours or mine?
Just throw her in the back. Put her in the back of mine. The baby. Okay.
Yeah, she's just kind of sluggish, so just out of precaution,
Okay.
we're gonna transport her.
Okay.
I did show her the vehicle. She doesn't want to sit in the car. Yes, I did show her the
You
vehicle.
can't when I'm there to tell her something to calm her down.
Walk away now.
Just go.
We got a family involved. She's
I
drunk.
know.
We got to figure this out.
In there.
We got to figure this out.
Go!
All right, just Sir, can I talk to you?
I want to talk to you though. Is she under arrest?
Right now, she's being detained. She's very highly
But we
intoxicated.
just push people around and shove them.
I wasn't over there, okay? But
He did.
If she's resisting to get in the car, okay, I wasn't there, like I said. I don't think that's okay with, okay?
Well, I want to file a complaint on him right now.
Okay, we'll do that. I'll give you all the instructions for that in a second, okay?
I have a duffel bag.
Okay. All the family's there.
Oh, what's up with the family?
Dad's pissed because we had to Eddie had to push her in the car because she wanted to get in the car. He's screaming at Eddie. Mom's pissed because she was driving drunk. There's a scene up here.
The scene immediately becomes chaotic when Kendra's family arrives. However, the cops are not fazed by the situation whatsoever and are just there to do their job, even though Kendra is determined to make things as awkward as possible.
All right, hey, listen. I need you to be cool, okay?
What?
Hey, we need to get through this. You slipped your cuffs?
What? What?
We got to run you through some tests real quick, okay?
Like what?
Huh?
Like what?
Make sure you're good to drive, all right?
Oh, I'm not. But my house is right there. Just let me go to my house.
Kendra, you wrecked your car with your baby in your car.
So what do we do?
We have to run these tests, okay? Kendra, I need you to stand up.
Where is?
Can you stand up for me?
Where's my?
You stand. Hey, listen to me. For cautionary reasons, your baby seemed fine, but for cautionary reasons, she was transported, okay? But we have to go through these tests, okay? What I'm basically telling you, just breaking it down for you, okay? You're gonna follow the tip of my finger, okay? With your eyes only, keeping your head still. Eyes only. No, you're fine. Before we start, do you have any physical problems or anything that would keep you from walking?
No, tunnel.
Okay. Take 9 heel-toe steps on the line, turn around, take 9 heel-toe steps back on the line.
All right. Hey, she's unfit. Just take her to the hospital.
Okay.
Stop. Okay. I'm not going to the hospital.
You have to go to the hospital.
No, I don't. Go.
All right, put your hands on your back. Don't do this again.
For what?
For DUI.
Tunnel.
Come on, put your arms
I
on your
thought
back.
you were taking your steps.
You were going to take your steps, but it's not going too well, okay?
I thought you were going to take your steps.
Put your arms on your back.
The field sobriety test ended almost as soon as it began, as Kendra was clearly uncoordinated. She was transported to the hospital for treatment, but instead of staying calm, Kendra apparently had other plans.
Go ahead and take a seat, okay? You all right? You can't. Just wait a little bit, okay? Did you do all that?
No.
Thirsty? Will I help you go to the bathroom?
Sure. If you're trying to get drugs out of me.
No, I don't want to get drugs out of you. Kendra, you gotta take a seat, okay? Come on, let's take a seat. You're not a criminal. Alright, come on. In a little bit, I'll let you do all that, I swear.
So either way, I need to give this female, no offense, sorry. I need to give this my blood. 136.
I can't tell you what to do.
But the best decision is to give this woman my blood.
If you don't give your blood, you're suspended for a year. If
I give my blood, I'm
you're
at
over
least 6.
Yep. Hello?
$65, that's it.
Yeah.
What, tow yard?
Class 2 towing. There is a DUI. Hold on, it's DUI 12 hours unit. So 3 o'clock. Well, I'd say.
I have a DUI.
Yeah.
Oh, why would you give me a DUI?
Kendra, you wrecked your car. Your baby was inside. There's bottles literally falling out of your car. I have to do my job.
Bottles as far as what, her bottles?
No, as in alcohol bottles. I have
What?
Fireball. I have to do my job, Kendra.
The baby was treated for non-life-threatening injuries, but a few months later, Kendra was arrested again, this time for another DUI incident. She lost control of a speeding SUV, causing a crash that killed a 22-year-old passenger and injured another. Tests later revealed she was not only drunk, but also had cocaine and marijuana in her system. Kendra was convicted of aggravated DUI, causing death, and sentenced to 8.5 years in prison. Kendra was lucky to survive the second crash incident. But what happens when a woman's reckless drunk driving claims 2 victims, and she actually finds it funny? On April 10, 2022, officers from East Peoria PD in Illinois responded to a fatal crash that had already claimed 2 victims. Upon arriving at the scene, they meet the suspect 23-year-old Bradley University student Stephanie Melgoza, who appears unaware of just how serious a crash is.
I was coming here. Okay. You know, I had just gotten my night started. So
were you going this direction or this direction?
I was coming this direction.
Okay, here's what I'm going to have you do.
Yes, please.
Let's get away from the scene a little bit. Let them do their thing. Okay. This is your car, right? The red car.
Yes.
You were the only one in the vehicle.
I'm the only one.
Okay, come over here to my spot car. Okay.
I was almost here, as you can see.
Were you driving this way or that coming down that side road?
I was coming here, this way.
Okay.
And suddenly, one person walked out in front of me.
Okay.
And my car got hit. I called you as soon as they got hit.
You called 911?
Yes, I called 911 as soon as something happened. And then someone said, oh, someone else has hit. I'm just like, oh my God, how did that happen?
Okay, what happened when you hit the one person? What happened?
I just called you. That's all I know.
Okay.
I called you.
Did they fall down right away, or did you get out and help them, or what happened?
I got out, I called you, and then everyone else came out. So I kind of just let them come and take over the situation.
Okay.
But I promise you, I only know one person got hit, and I'm just like, they came out of nowhere because I'm a safe driver.
I get it. Hang on 1 minute.
I probably had about 3 drinks.
What is 3 drinks? Are we talking, what type of drinks?
Just vodka.
Vodka? Straight vodka or mixed drinks?
Vodka and water, so I was staying hydrated, and drinking. Mm-hmm.
On it,
right now, if you had me do a test, I think I would pass. Just don't test me, but I think I would pass.
Okay, I'm going to be honest, we are going to do those tests here in a little bit because of circumstances, obviously we have to, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least drunk you've ever been, 10 being the most drunk you've ever been, where would you say you put yourself right now?
5. Because I've been very drunk. And right now, I see you, I see everyone, I know the situation, you know what I mean? I know I'm aware of everything.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to close the door. If it stops raining, we might do some tests in the roadway. Otherwise, we might go back to the police station, we'll figure out how we're going to do it, okay?
Stephanie admits to having a drink but claims she's not intoxicated. But no matter how much she denies it, it's clear she shouldn't be behind the wheel in her condition. Still, the cops need to confirm everything the series of tests.
I want you to follow tip my pen of your eyes only, but keep your head still. I want you to continue that test, so I tell you to stop, okay?
Okay, sir.
You understand?
Right now. Yes.
All right, touch the tip of my pen just so I know where you're... There you go. All right. That's what I want you to follow. Nope, keep your head still for me.
Oh, my head. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Just your eyes. No, we're going to try that again.
It's hard.
All right. Just...
Okay.
Keep looking at it to the side.
What was that? Edward 8 or 33? Your car.
Yes, ma'am.
And turn around.
All right.
4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8, oh no. 9 1,000, oh, I can't do it.
Continue the test, okay?
10 1,000, 11 1,000, 12 1,000.
Stephanie can barely stand on one leg without losing balance, so the officer has decided on one more final test, which will ultimately determine her charges.
A little bit harder for me, a little bit harder. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay.
Go to Bradley.
You're a Bradley student?
I graduate in 4 weeks.
You're a .264, okay? All right. Okay, go ahead and turn around for me and place your hands behind your back. You are under arrest for DUI, okay?
Turns out her blood alcohol concentration is 0.264%, more than 3 times the legal limit in Illinois. Stephanie is arrested for DUI and taken to the hospital for evaluation. But if you're expecting even a hint of remorse, you're in for a disappointment.
First off, I'm going to let you know you did hit 2 people total.
I did not.
You did.
I didn't.
Ma'am, listen.
If
2 people struck your vehicle, so I'm telling you, and they're both deceased on scene. I'm just telling you that information, okay? We're going to go in here. We're going to do the thing. I appreciate you being cooperative so far. I got to tell you what's going on.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
You ever had enough of drinking already?
We're talking about Vegas. There's no limit at Vegas, right? Have you been there? I swear to God, if you're snapping at me right now and I'm not, I'm gonna be mad. Shut up, oh, hey, you never answered me about my car, and then I have school tomorrow, so how do I get my car for tomorrow?
Well, your car is totaled.
That's what?
Your car is totaled. Totaled, wrecked.
Okay, so how do I get it to your school tomorrow?
You don't.
So, I don't go to school tomorrow, is what you're telling me?
No, ma'am. You want me to be honest with you? You're going to jail. You don't have a bond. You killed 2 people tonight. I don't think you understand that. You do not have a bond. You are not getting out of jail. Your car is property of East Peoria Police Department because it's a crime scene. It killed 2 people tonight. You are clueless with that, clearly. I've already explained this to you. You're going to jail for reckless homicide tonight. You're going to jail for aggravated DUI for killing 2 people. That's what's going on. So no, you're not going to school tomorrow. You're not getting your car out of impound.
Okay, the Tuesday for my night car.
Did you just hear what I just told you?
You said I'm not going tomorrow. I'm talking about Tuesday.
Did you hear when I said that
you... I'm going to jail tomorrow.
You're going to jail when we're done here?
Yes.
Did you understand what I told that you killed 2 people tonight?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering when I can go to school.
Okay, we're done.
Stephanie appeared more concerned about her car and trip to Vegas than the victims of the crash. The case gained significant public attention, especially because of her behavior afterward. She seemed to be smiling and giggling as if unaware of how serious the situation was. Stephanie Melgoza was arrested and charged with 2 counts of aggravated DUI death and 2 counts of aggravated reckless driving. She received a 14-year prison sentence, with a mandate to serve at least 85% of her term. It's unfortunate Stephanie would actually find murder funny, but what happens when a drunk driver realizes he just killed a cyclist? On the evening of December 9, 2022 in West Palm Beach, Florida, officers responded to an accident where a man collided with a cyclist who was pronounced dead at the scene. 2 witnesses chased down the suspect and forced him to pull over.
Hello? How are you doing?
All right.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
Do you need any medical attention?
No.
Okay, do you have your ID on you, sir? Is that your vehicle, the blue Infinity? Do you have your weapon on you?
No.
This is your CCW, okay? Oh, yeah. Driver's license right there. Okay, got this. Thank you. Oh, don't.
I'm sorry.
You okay? Here. Don't fall. I'm gonna set you in my vehicle so you don't fall, okay?
Yeah.
Right here, though.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
With the suspect in custody, cops turned to eyewitnesses to piece together what happened.
Just driving behind a BMW, and the car in front of him was a black car. I don't know what vehicle it was. And I saw debris fly up. I didn't know what it was. And the car behind him swerved, and I looked over and I seen him. He flew through the air. I didn't know it was a body until I thought it was just debris. Over, he was face down. I pulled over immediately, ran over to him, and called the ambulance. That was it. And a couple people stopped after the fact that were behind me, and they helped administer CPR on him, but he never pulled.
Did you see the bicyclist driving? Was it a male? I take it a male. Okay. Did you see him driving? I mean,
no, I didn't see a bicycle. I didn't see a bicycle. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like all I saw was the debris. That's what it looked like to me. I didn't know it was a bicycle.
Car debris or road?
No, all his bikes. His stuff.
All that? You started seeing all that?
That got hit by the car. I didn't know what it was. I didn't see him.
The bicyclist?
Until it happened.
And then you saw him flying in the air, kind of over to this side?
Right.
A little more? Okay.
I saw the blue SUV. There was a few cars ahead of me. I also saw what I thought was a bicycler, and this blue SUV swerved and hit him.
Where was the bicyclist?
He was, from what I remember, he was in this bike lane. It's kind of odd that he swerved towards the bike lane.
So, was he swerving before you saw him swerving into the bike lane?
I don't recall. I don't know if I was paying attention at that point.
So he swerved basically right.
To the right.
Okay, into bike lane.
Yeah.
Then he struck the cyclist, which you observed.
Yes.
What did he do after he made impact with the cyclist?
He kept going.
Okay. Did he stop at all? Do anything?
No.
Look back? Turn around? No.
Not to my. I couldn't really see his face at that point, but I remember saying to myself, "Why isn't he stopping?" At that point, I was side by side of this guy again in the middle lane. I rolled down my window. I think I was honking my horn and I was signaling to him,
to pull over. Okay.
What did I do? Is what he said.
Okay. So you pulled into the McDonald's. He got out.
And he was kind of a little wobbly on his feet.
Okay. Wobbly how?
Just not walking straight.
From the first two witnesses' accounts, the suspect had no idea he had killed someone even after the incident. But what the next eyewitness says under oath could make his charges much worse.
First of all, I noticed he was going slower than traffic, but he was swerving back and forth.
Who was going slower than traffic?
The QX80.
The blue SUV?
Yes, sir.
Blue Infinity SUV?
And I realized that. I just assumed he was on his phone like everybody else.
Okay.
And I get in the other lane to get around him safely. I just tried to look over to see if he looked normal. I didn't notice anything.
Okay.
And until I saw him start swerving into my lane.
Okay. And where was your vehicle at?
I was in the middle lane almost. The one towards the...
Where was he at?
He was in the slow lane.
The slow lane closest to like where the bicycle lane is on the outside of the road?
Weaving back and forth. As soon as because I was maybe a car or two behind him, I got over. He swerved halfway into my lane.
Okay.
I thought playing on his phone. I just kind of beeped at him and he straightened up, and after that it was just a explosion of parts. And
okay, what did you see? What happened? What do you mean an explosion of parts?
It sounded like a tire explosion, like on a semi-truck.
Okay.
And all I saw was red chunks. Like, I don't know if it was the victim or...
What happened after the blue Infinity struck the cyclist?
He did not stop.
Okay. Didn't step on the brakes, didn't pull over.
That moment I realized he was on something, because that's not a normal human reaction to any accident or incident.
Okay.
It's one thing to cause a fatal crash, but not even realizing it, that says everything. You'd think it'd be time for him to show some empathy and make things easier for the cops, but he thinks differently.
You don't know what happened?
No.
Okay. You were driving? Okay. You were the only person that was driving?
I was the only person that was driving.
Where were you heading to?
Heading home.
Heading home? Where were you coming from? Or how did you know that you had an accident?
I heard the crash and I stopped.
You stopped?
Yeah. It was a big mess, man.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a lot of shock and I don't know.
Okay. Do you drink socially? Socially. Have you had anything to drink today? No. No? Nothing? Okay. Did you take that medication today?
Yeah.
What time did you take that? But you don't remember what it was?
No, I don't know, man.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be difficult with you. I just,
Okay. Well, I understand. No, I noticed that you're kind of nodding a little bit and you're slowing your words.
This is crazy.
Okay.
This is all, crazy.
I understand. There's probably a lot going on.
I'm freaking out.
Okay. When the crash occurred, you made no attempt to stop, and you continued westbound on Okeechobee, like you didn't even know that you were involved in a crash. And the reason that you stopped here was because a gentleman laid on his horn behind you, and another gentleman got in front of you, and this is why you stopped. Okay? And that was the only reason that you stopped. So, based on your driving pattern, based on your slurred speech, based on the fact that you don't recall the accident, you take medication, you don't know what kind of medication you've taken. At this point, I'm going to ask you for a blood draw, okay? In order to determine if there's anything in your system which would make you an impaired driver, okay? So I'm asking, will you consent to that blood draw?
No.
You're not going to consent to that blood draw. Okay. So because you're not going to consent to that blood draw, what we're going to do is I need you to step out of the car.
The suspect didn't realize that when a life is lost in a crash, cops don't need his consent for a blood draw. The test confirmed he was highly intoxicated. He was arrested and charged with DUI manslaughter. It's horrifying to think the suspect took a life without even realizing it. But what happens when it's a cop who realizes he's just taken a life in the most brutal way possible? On November 5th, 2023, at approximately 12:57 a.m., an off-duty police officer with the South Holland PD, James Corralejo, was driving his pickup truck at an intersection in DeKalb, Illinois, when his vehicle collided with a car carrying 59-year-old Graciela Riza Contreras and 3 of her family members. Contreras, a mother and grandmother returning home from her grandson's 6th birthday celebration, suffered severe injuries and was transported to a local hospital, where she was pronounced dead, while the other passengers sustained minor injuries. An officer responded to the scene, but things were about to get as awkward as possible.
So I'm coming southbound, she's coming northbound, inside lanes both times. I don't know where we cross.
Okay, you're going south, she's going north.
She's going north. Inside lanes on both equal lengths of traffic.
Do you got a weapon there or anything?
No, off duty. Okay. I got not carrying. Okay. Service weapons in my holster at home.
All I'm looking for is honesty, okay? I know you're in a tough predicament right now. When was the last time you drank tonight?
A little bit earlier.
Okay, how long ago was that?
A couple hours, about 2.
2 hours ago? Okay, what were you drinking?
I had about a beer.
Have you ate it all today?
Yes, I have. Sandwich, ham sandwich.
When was the last time you ate?
About 2.5 hours ago.
I can tell you've been drinking. I'm just being honest with you. I know me and you go way back, but we're here right now, okay? How much of an influence do you feel like now?
I'm fine.
You're fine?
Yes.
Okay. You still feel like there's alcohol in your system?
No, 100%.
No? Okay. All right, James, we have to do a couple things here, right? Okay. All right, can I check you out?
Go ahead.
Okay.
The responding officer happens to be a high school friend of the accused deputy, and it's only normal to be torn between his duty to stay impartial and his personal feelings for his friend. So he gives Corralejo a chance to prove he shouldn't be taken in for DUI.
Maintain this position until I've completed the instructions. Do not start to walk until I tell you to do so. Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay, can you get back in that starting position, please? Let's go back here. We're away from any cracks. Stand with your feet together and place your arms to your sides, okay? Okay. When I tell you to, tilt your head back slightly and close your eyes until you think 30 seconds has passed. Begin. Okay. How much time was that, James?
35.
35? Okay. How'd you reach that time?
In my head counted at a 1/1000 pace.
Okay. Follow my stimulus, which will be the tip of my pen again, okay? With your eyes and eyes only. Do not move your head. Do you understand?
Understood.
Just relax. You can come over if he needs to. You can come talk to him. He can talk to him if he needs to.
Rest position?
Yeah, just chill out. Chill a minute. Fire's gonna talk to you, okay? All right, James, listen, man. We still got some stuff to work through after this, but are you gonna provide a breath sample right now?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Okay. Go and me.
Go ahead.
I gotta do what I gotta do, man, okay? You understand me?
The assessment officer knew his buddy had been driving under the influence, and a blood test later confirmed he was nearly twice the legal limit. Corralejo was arrested and charged with aggravated DUI, causing death and reckless homicide. He faces a possible sentence of 3 to 14 years in prison, with sentencing scheduled for July 2025.